Alright, hello everybody, I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome back to my absolutely final campaign on the channel. So where we left off, it's September 1937, we're setting up the draft ordinance. Oh yeah, so the Emperor Drafts, that's what we'll call this episode. Yeah, we're going to assign workers directly to industrial projects, so we're not drafting them into the military, we are drafting people into government work. Congratulations! You're a civil servant now. Please do not resist. So let's. I thought I'd kind of go with the Crusader desert-esque music because we're just going into the. We just had to go through the Mojave. Okay. So we've got our divisions of Marines here. Oh, what? I haven't seen this happen in ages. The Aprist Revolution in Peru. As a result, so I think we're about to see. Oh, and then it ended the war. But Aya de la Torre, right? Yep, Victor Raúl Aya de la Torre. What? I've never seen this portrait. What is it? Just a band symbol on the boobs? And the closed eyes. I've been talking about it a lot on stream, but essentially I'm just moving on to other things. You may see and hear me on YouTube again. I'm lagging. Dang it. All right, hold on. That's manager. Ooh, yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the lag. Yep. What's the problem here? It's gonna be OBS, I bet. No, it's not OBS. Oh, apparently something on Chrome is sucking up. Oh, yeah, here's the problem. Hold on, I also just remembered something I have to... Alright. Great. Just was getting something done. So yeah, oh yeah, well, here's one of the problems. I got a video thing open in the other tab. How about over here? Okay, I don't need that. Overdose, give me money. Close. Alright. I think that should have fixed it. Okay. Okay. Hopefully the lagging should be better now, or non-existent, I should say. No? Why is... Huh. Okay. It's telling me Google Chrome has 66 things going on at once. That's definitely not true, because I'm looking, and I've got like less than 10 tabs open, which you guys know for me is like crazy. So what's causing the problem? Dang it. This is why so something I've been doing, and I find that it has turned out well whenever I do it, is I actually try to just reset my computer before I start a stream. Even if there's not necessarily anything that seems wrong, I've just found that it's a good practice to just reset it, and then any potential nagging problems, they aren't there. And I did not do that before I did this stream. So, okay, so I'm just going to reset my PC. So that means I'll disconnect. Should I even bother with making a new video? I guess not. Yeah. So I'm not going to end the YouTube stream, actually. So I'll keep this going, and then there'll just be some delay, and then hopefully in post I remember to cut the dead part. Honestly, I probably won't get around to it because who cares? But anyway, so I'd say give me 5 minutes. So, or like, what time is it now? It's almost high noon. So give me till like, give me 15. Pinning a message. All right. BRB. Hmm. Am I live? Hello. Guys, I don't know if I'm live right now. I'm not getting the feed. I'm not getting the preview on studio. So I'm just sort of talking and oh, there we go. There we go. All right, great. So I'm back. Hello. Oh yeah, let's get some music going. Okay, great. And I didn't make a save file before I exited, so we're kind of out of sequence here. Oh yeah, the Oprist Revolution. Let's get back to it. So, yeah, Victor Raul. So I guess it was already set in motion. It didn't not happen. Seriously though, very quickly, I like this. It's a simple but effective portrait. So, as a result of government crackdowns on socialist and syndicalist institutions and individuals across Peru, the opposition, feeling increasingly persecuted and fearing the worst, today launched a desperate coup attempt. The march against the nation's capital in Lima was overwhelmingly successful, and flimsy National Army detachments dissolved ahead of the Red militias, who quickly occupied key strategic points throughout the city and across the nation at large. It seems that Peru has become yet another victim of the ideological conflict engulfing the globe. The Red Flood has reached the Andes. Okay. Well, I completed some iteration prior thing. Yeah, I don't really care about this. Man, boy, my feelings on that feature in this game sure fell off, huh? Hey, Jacob. Cool. I was just glad to see something in the chat, because I was starting to think, okay, I'm seeing the preview. I'm supposed to be live again right now, but is it not on? Excuse me. I gotta mute for a second. Okay. The Deccan Federation declared war on the Baratia Commune. Wait a second. I have never seen this flag. Dang, I'm really liking it. The blue sun, these gradients on the upper part. Yeah, you got the green and orange you'd expect from India down here. I mean, I'm sure all these mean something, but I'm just looking from a purely aesthetics point of view. I am really digging this. This definitely, though, is a flag that would... has anybody ever seen that two-panel comic? It's like a couple of college roommates coming in, and it's these two girls, and one of them's putting up some sort of flag on her wall, and her roommate goes, "So, does that like mean you're gay or something?" Because it's like, it's like there's the rainbow flag and the different pride flags, and it's like the Manchurian one, the freaking this, it's one of the, well, it's not this one, but the five nations of China thing. So yeah, that would definitely be, you'd have, this is the Deccan Federation student in like the 2010s hanging up that flag, and their roommates asking her, "So, like, are you gay or something?" Is this I gotta say, this one kind of looks... I don't think I've seen this version of Osman Ali Khan. In fact, I'm almost certain that they had a different portrait. Yeah, because I think I did a Moe Reich campaign, and I had her in the thumbnail. Prince of Federation. No, it's the Deccan Federation right now. That's the path they went, which incidentally I haven't seen him do it. But this looks almost like a man. I mean, there's the long hair and the prettiness. I guess maybe it's because there's like some musculature. But for a second, I thought, oh wow, there's a. Not every anime girl is a woman. Oh, we lost Roman. Yeah, because the Buddhists took over. So yeah, we lost best girl Roman Sternberg and the Great Portrait. There we go. We still have anime girl Sakin Silphiloli at least. Ooh, I really like this one too. I remember this. Actually, this portrait looks like it's been tweaked. Like, I feel like I saw a different definition version of this. It's definitely made for the armpit people. Okay, let's keep going past September 11th here. Would this mean the prince has lost power? Maybe, but like, this is a totally different portrait. Or then again, I'd have to check my thumbnail. But Osman Ali Khan is always in charge no matter what. It's not like the commune, which could have multiple different leaders. I know the Dominion can too. There's like those elections or whatever, but nobody really cares. Okay. We get a couple civilian factories, which is... Oh, wait, no. 35 days, right? We need to keep checking in on this. Still 152 days on the oil experiment, so we are not going to do that focus yet. But let's do development of the countryside to get those civilian factories. And hold on, we just did this one. 2. No. I need to do one of these on the right, actually. These are also just like kind of okay. Colonial industry. Prototype decision is available. Primary weaknesses, fighting destroyers, weaknesses. Okay, great. Also, I have not switched up the battle station. Dang, love this blue. I have not switched up the battle station like I said I was going to in the last stream. I decided I'm going to wait on doing that maybe Thursday. There's just some other things I gotta do that are higher priorities than shifting around, you know, the monitor and mic setup when, I mean, it's been serving me fair enough all this time. So we're nationalizing the Sakhalin oil. See how we feel about this. Japanese presence in North Sakhalin is based on 2 treaties. Treaty of Portsmouth in 1905, that's probably supposed to say south, by the way, and Russo-Japanese Agreement of 1921, the latter, negotiated by Vasily Boldriev, then attaché to Japan, agreed on Japanese withdrawal from North Sakhalin and other occupied territories, and them withdrawing support from Siberian rebel Atamans Semyonov and Kalmykov. In exchange, Japanese Aibatsus operating in Russia would be allowed to conduct business freely. What had for a moment seemed like a potential military clash between Japan and resurgent Russia in 1921 was successfully de-escalated. Kita Kera Futo Saiku Kabushiki Gaisha, the North Sakhalin Joint Stock Company, continued management of oil fields in Oka and Katangil, which brought both development to the northern part of the island. It was also clear that the company prioritized Japanese strategic interests over Russian ones, and there was even discussion on nationalization already in 1928. In the aftermath of the Fengtian conflict. But now, Russia has abandoned any semblance of respecting their treaties, and it has gone ahead with the nationalization plans. So we could say remove rights to resources, or... it looks like we're going to remove the rights to do it anyway, but we could then say reinforce, prepare for the worst, and we can indicate we will be upset with them. I'm just wondering about... Will this pull them into a war with me because of their dislike of me? Oh, we already don't like each other, do we? They don't like... Oh, Maria Spiridonova. Different ideology is the issue. Votes? You know what? Yeah. You guys vote on it. And that'll actually let me go use the restroom. So, anyway, let me make the poll. Response to Russia. So we're gonna say allow, reinforce, and prepare for war. Okay. All right, so I'll use the restroom while you guys do that. Hello, I am back. Okay. Oh my goodness. What a poll result. 100%. 100% on read. Okay. So yeah, I guess we'll do that then. I guess that was a pretty simple one. God, there's so much I want to do with political power. We just got to keep crawling down here, The land reform really needs to be done sooner. Right, yeah, ASAP, but at the same time, I'm trying to keep this back. I mean, it's all good. You know, it's fine. It's fine. We're going to be fine. Oh, shoot. Never mind. It's fine. It's fine. And the war came. Then the war came. Oh, man. We're about to get pulled into China. Which, hey, right on schedule, right? Shoot. We need to get... could do this way ahead of time. Yeah, that's at 141 days. Yeah, this is all good. This is all fine. Everything is going... Hey, wait a second. Didn't we rename this group? The Denver... Oh, yeah. The second Denver Marines. And in this world, this is how the song Country Roads gets to Japan culturally. Do I have tanks in production? Yes, some. It ain't much. Or, oh shoot, no I don't. Why didn't it tell me that I didn't have that? Well, I guess this is as good a time as any to create the chassis. Let's just make, I mean, this honestly doesn't matter. I just wanna... I'd say it doesn't matter, and I'm just trying to now think how much it does, though. I'm gonna try. I have somewhere. There was somewhere I found online once. Here we go. Tank template. I'm trying to find like a decent tank template. There was some website I once saw that had like a decent one for all the different types of tanks, but it was you know, it was good because it had it all. It had the light tanks and here we go. Light tank design suggestions. Yeah, pretty much just are not even as good as this. The Chinese units are very good. Aren't very good is what you meant. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but like we're also gonna build a better one eventually. So you know what? Where's that button? Upgrade all modules. Well, can't do that. Give me the we're just gonna do 2-man turret. Small cannon. Bogey suspension, which we've already got. Already have riveted armor. Already have the gasoline engine. This is I'm like checking compared to this. So this is the template on this quick guide that I found online. It's to build it like this. Which we could do better. We could do better. I mean, we might as well, right? Let's throw on some modules. Love me some wet ammunition storage. Smoke launchers, extra ammo. Always forget these. Sloped armor. Yeah, every little bit helps, right? When you're a light tank. Secondary turret. Heavy machine gun, I think. Save to file. Oh, wow! Is this new? Save to file, view save designs. Wow, that is great. Genuinely, thank you very much, whoever did that. That is amazing. Oh, that means that as the years go by, like as the campaigns go by, you'd be able to see the like what you thought was good and bad tanks. You can try to remember, okay, what worked, what didn't, and wow, and it's a time saver. That is great. Thank you very much, whoever did that. The British would call this campaign a safari hunt. That's what we're gonna do in the chat. It's gonna be KD ratios, people. All right. Get back on this. So the reliability is like through the roof. So we could do like the petrol electric, which honestly it's not that great. Diesel. See, now this lets me max out other stuff, except I can't afford it. See, I've already done too much. This is already much too much. Fuel drum. Extra ammo storage. Additional machine guns. Smoke launchers. Can't do sloped armor because I already have it. See, I'm already overthinking this. Here we go. Come on. Maybe we're doing an engine. We're just gonna get rid of this. Just remove that. Oh, that doesn't actually help. Not much. Or yeah. Damn it! I just love me my wet ammo. Three and three. There we go. Okay. Save the file. Choose a folder. Create new folder. Japan. Or yeah, just final campaign tanks. Okay. Edit designer notes. So it's like, okay, basic for okay, yeah. Okay, basic first light tank prototype. $1937. Yeah, that's so cool. It's nice to play a bit, you know, it's when I look at the state of gaming, sometimes it seems like it's just squeezing blood from a stone, except the blood is cash and the stone is gamers' wallets. And it's like, for what? For less and less, and then just a little something like that will make you smile. All right. Equipment tag. Yeah, the bunny. All right, so that's it. The Hago. So we have that queued up, except not really. Get this naval crap out of the way. All right, we're gonna make. Come on, we're gonna make this thing a different priority, higher priority. By the way, I don't remember what update. Maybe it was always there, but like whenever they had started to put the numbers here, so for when you're like flipping between, that was great. I need to assign a value to it because it's going to take forever for me to get one up. There we go. Bothersome though. Divert workers toward production. Where is that? Oh, our influence is going up. Oh, yeah, we don't have the infantry equipment. Shoot, wish I hadn't wasted all that. You know what? How much did I spend there? Because I'm not even going to do this now. Fuck it, I don't care. So I'm going to, guess what? Final campaign, Emperor, you know what? I'm claiming Emperor privilege. Somebody got a problem with it? I mean, I'm the Emperor, right? So, you see, look, my face. My face in the Emperor's screen. This is the Emperor's eyes only. You shouldn't even be looking at this. As I type PP, I had like, there was like two 20s and a 5. It probably was more political power, honestly, that I ended up throwing in there, but I'm just granting it to myself right now. Oh, and look at that, I can now get something. I probably won't, though. All surface ships plus 10%. Jeez, we just want to go full submarine. Redacted material. Yeah. There you go. I just got my rebate. Let's see. Yeah, God mode. Aren't I? Yeah, I'm the fucking Emperor, the Tenchi, Child of Heaven. Come on, this is a basic power. Yokosuka Naval Arsenal. Capital ships get much bigger armor and heavy attack. That's cool. Speed. Who am I kidding? I don't know enough about the Navy for all that. So we enacted the economic controls. I think we do want to kind of prioritize getting to early mobilization here. Yeah, could be a good idea. I have to save up for artillery, the king of the battle. With the Fengtian government now in a state of war, a mutual decision has been made for the prince's visit to the nation to be cancelled. While the cancellation is, of course, primarily due to security reasons, the prince will be needed back home in Japan to help coordinate plans for aiding Fengtian in their offensive. Alright. A shame, but an understandable one. There goes Carlos, Spain. Wow. Okay, we got another strong international. I mean, Russia's tough. I don't expect the AI of leftist Russia to be able to put something together. We'll see. Okay, here's the divert workers. For 180 days, more factory output and production efficiency growth. I genuinely don't really think it's worth it. Or maybe during a wartime thing. But yeah, I think I'm gonna say no to that. Got to think about the economy. You know what? Maybe that's what I should just do. 2, 3, 4. I can only do 2, like 3 right now. Yeah, let's just do it. Spanish Civil War is over. The Spanish Socialist Republic has emerged triumphant. Much of the countryside lies in ruins and order has not completely been restored. But the Spanish government announced that the old feudal order had finally been put to rest and that the people of Spain would now benefit from an orderly transition to a syndicalist regime. Massive crowds gathered in Barcelona to hail the returning militias and to offer a prayer that the new peace will turn into a permanent one. Interesting. Free dock. Okay, cool. The dockyards are starting to free up because I've been building stuff. Like limited production. Okay, convoys are there. Great. Let's just do 2 for now. Here and then yeah. I want to get these carriers and whatnot out. I suppose I really should. Let's see, all screens, max speed, better armor, heavy attack. Battle line ship designer. I just don't. You know what? Don't let me look at the Navy screen anymore. I don't know anything about it, or not nothing, but not really anything worth discussing. I wanna be air superiority, mission efficiency. Oh yeah, let's check in on our Pacific volunteers. Seem to be having a little bit of trouble, kind of advancing from this point. I think at the AUS, it's like just securing Texas. Okay. They'll get some experience down there. Scavenger would be good right now. Modify. Just quit telling me to do it. Alright, early mobilization. There. That's the one I wanted. And then we'll get to partial mobilization soon too. Well, we can still get it at a discount. Actually, maybe miscalculated, and I'm not going to get it on discount because it took too long. The Argentina-Patagonia thing started. I don't see any reason for us to get involved in that, really. Well, we certainly didn't secure Texas. Oh, man. What? Must have been a naval invasion in Florida. I guess that's the CSA is like maybe programmed to try that now. Oh, I've seen the feds do Navy invasions too. I think they'll take Washington back that way. Whoa, looks like somebody got access to a port down here. Maybe it was also naval invasion. Alright, banking and control. Mobilize the nation. Oh. 117 days to go on the synthetic oil, so still we're not taking a new way. Yeah, let's get some civilian factories. That is always good. Well, how the heck do I get in this war, huh? For docking rights. Could send volunteers. Suppose I should just do that. Okay. Right, so we have volunteers on the way to Fengtian. Alright, looks like Beijing wasn't able to get everybody in on helping. That's good news for us. October 25th, 1937. Oh yeah, certainly not going to need this anymore, although... Ugh. Okay. So they've chosen death? Yeah. I'm trying to make sure my Marines are in position correctly here when and if we join the war. Yeah, look! The nationalist military government in Hunan are fighting while Hunan and Fengtian are at war. So just complete failure of anything to any Chinese unity against an outsider. Although we could argue the Fengtian aren't outsiders. Kunsai. Good evening. For me, it's not kind of the opposite meeting. It's midday. Okay, my Fengtian volunteers are here. Let's get pushing. This one has truly changed anything. Keep cranking these out up to 59. All right. Getting green bubbles, I like to see that. Let's see, we'll have the option to either increase our construction speed, but also increase our designer costs, or we simply gain factories. The Zaibatsu embody the worst aspects of Japanese society. Corruption, nepotism, excuse me, and their ties to democratic parties make it clear that we should cease all cooperation with them and work towards curtailing their influence. It will no doubt take time, but we will start a program of nationalization of the largest conglomerate and start cracking down on known collaborators within our government. Your marshal on China is Oda Nobunaga from from FGO Fate. Weren't you Soviet in the last stream? Yeah, I finished that one, and now I'm doing the actual final campaign ever, where we are gonna win as Japan. But that's neat. The Fate characters. I still have not completed the Fate novel, like the original visual novel. I've not done the Heaven's Feel route, and that's all I'll say about that. It's just I don't want to spoil. Get in here. I think we're about to encircle these fools. Yep, did it. Take for the snack, boys! Alright, got some slave factories opened up here. We're just gonna start placing them. There we go. Alright, Russia's going into Central Asia. Means their volunteers aren't out there anymore. Alright. Just trying to think where to put them. Dang, do I actually want to do like a cheeky naval invasion? I think I do. I think I do. I think I'm about to get a little spicy with it. Yes, I am. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is gonna be something. Because there ain't no supply around here. The fall of Delhi, that's good. Look at that, yeah, there's no supply until you're here southwest of Baoding. So this Operation Yongo is purely in the hopes of creating a situation where they'll basically abandon Beijing. We don't have naval supremacy, because like, how would I do this? These guys ain't good for nothing. We only have 0% Navy supremacy, but require 50. Come on, lame. I think charismatic is definitely needed here. Artillery. Shunroku, he's gonna be, you know, he'll be on the China front. But he's there now. Well, that sucks. Curtailing the Zaibatsu. The Zaibatsu, the largest industrial conglomerates in Japan, have come under fire from members of our coalition, particularly those from the Kodoha faction, arguing that the Zaibatsu are actively participating in Japan's decline, corrupt and nepotistic. Dang, I'm finding so many typos. They represent the worst excesses of capitalism, reaping all the profits while rural Japanese families, the very soul of our nation, are left behind completely. It is true that the Zaibatsu have seen spectacular growth in recent decades, with our investments in Manchuria only furthering their influence on Japan's economy. To remedy this, some in our coalition and the military have strongly suggested we pursue nationalism over their assets and production, with the eventual aim of removing their influence altogether. Others have also hinted at the idea of a high inheritance tax, which would certainly help in breaking the conglomerates away from their family-dominated nature. Some voices have expressed concern at these ideas, however, chief among them those in the Showa Dojinkai, which have argued that the Zaibatsu are patriotic companies and that hindering their business would have... Ooh, I just popped my hip. Did y'all hear that? Oh, that feels good, though. Ooh. Some voices have expressed concerns at these ideas, however, chief among them those in the Showa Dojinkai who've argued their patriotic Nissan. Kodohai have quick to point out leading Dojinkai figure Fuso Nosuke Kuhara's ties to Nissan, founded by his brother-in-law using his assets. While many in the government are ambivalent on the Zaibatsu, it has ultimately been decided we should curtail their influence. To what degree, however, remains in question. So if you curtail them, it helps with construction, but all the designer costs will spike. It's too reckless, moderate our plan, and we can get 6 civilian factories. Here's the cheeky little thing, though. I think I've already bought all of these designs. So tank designer, I've already bought it. Naval designer, I have not, but I can right now. Aircraft, I've done it. Material, I've done it. Industrial concern, I've done it. So this is just pure upside once I do this. So I just need to pick which it'll be. Let's do the Yokosuka. Yeah, I like it. The subs detection thing kind of sucks, but let's have our capital ships be a bit stronger, shall we? So it's just pure upside now. Ha ha. See, now the face is smug. Alright. You're breaking your hip was covered up by a 0 doing a flyby. Well, we're not at the zeros yet, which is, it's 545 days away. But I get what you're saying. Okay. No. Man, I'm gonna have to research Navy stuff. Probably should research sonar. Mobilize the nation. Helps with recovery rate. We're not building military factories yet. Where are we on this? 46 days to go. So that means still a little bit too long on this. Military factory. Mobilize. Like, these are all good to have. Revere imperial power. Let's, I need to get this at some point anyway. So we're replacing the Nakajima with just a better plane, you know. Make it a little bit more reliable, just a pinch. And there you have it. What is this justification? The Nanjing national government is preparing for war against us. What? I'm actually genuinely confused. But okay, if you want to make that bed, get ready to lie in it. Everyone prepare for battle. Yes, max entrenchment. Trench. It's okay. It's das slow. It's okay. It's not a problem. Charismatic. Yeah. So we're gonna adjust this. These Marines I want ready to go to hit the coast the second we're declared. I might do like a military access thing, but it's not really gonna help. Germany stage is not gonna let me get in there. Just don't. Let's move the home island defense over here. Check our navy as well. Okay, I'm cooking up some things in my brain here. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to hit the north and the south at the same time. Yeah. So like we're gonna do this. there. Yeah. We expand where our navy's at. This could get ugly in a hurry. This also could be amazing in a hurry. Because if we can defeat them, gosh, they have 41 divisions. But if we could manage to defeat the Nanjing Nationalist government while they're not united, then we could have a year, 2 years, however long we want. We have our own personalized chunk of China, and then who cares what Feng Tian's gonna do? And this is good. This is good land. This is good clay. I mean, arguably, you could maybe argue the southern coast here, like Guangzhou, is kind of like there's a lot of good resources down there, so it might be better. Yeah. So in fact, I want to make a save file here. Hello there, Dunster. Hey, you made it to a stream this time before it's like right about to end. Okay, hold on. I need to get water. Oh yeah, this is we got those 24 divisions that have been training. They're not done yet, clearly, but this should be something. I really think if we could just break out the coast, they're just not going to have the divisions they need to cover me everywhere. Okay, I'll just give you a moment. Okay. Feeling so grimy today. Dust Bowl's back. Wizard, what's the wizard mean? Okay. And what is this? What is this division? It's just like a stray out of the Taiwan force or whatever. Let's make them into those like. Wait, did I ever end up? Oh yeah, the spade. Here we go. And just put them over here somewhere. It's just gonna come down to if I pull off the naval invasion early. So I should make sure I've got people assigned out there. Oh, look at it. We're already pissing away fuel. We're gonna be out in 1.9 months at this rate. Jeez. 13 days, 12 days, 11 days. What a joke. Come on, bust a move. Bust a move. I don't even know what they're taking. It's gonna cause it. Preparing for war against this. Come on. Do it! The Italian Civil War resumes. Will Italy ever find peace? Oh my gosh, I saw Flesh God Apocalypse live. I had never even heard of them. I just see this tall woman belting out opera lines while waving, like with war paint on and waving an Italian flag that's bigger than she is. And I'm there in the pit like, are we unifying Italy? Because I mean, I thought Garibaldi's dream had come true, but we better double check. You know, the Upper Volta. Maybe the PSA can spare some LA petrol. I am doing my best to help them. Oh, whoa, we got in a circle. Wow, Huey Long just totally collapsed. Wow. Oh, now I've got divisions out of position. Let's have this one take El Paso. Where's my other guy? Where's my other Marines? There's one. Okay, they're in Santa Fe. But, wow. Look at that. 3 pockets, more really. Hey, Gold Turtle. Oh, man, it's good to see you again, man. I love your content. Ooh, bad news, Gold Turtle. What a view. Yeah. I thought I had already queued up anti-air. No, I didn't. You know what it was? It was good. Alright. 3 days of fuel. We're just gonna let's trade with somebody. I guess yeah, the Pacific States. How's that? Is that enough? Nope. How about that? But now we're full. It just hasn't like updated. Nope. Current requirements are 7.5k a day. 36 is getting... Oh my goodness. We're going to need like an insane amount of oil. We're just pissing away our civilian factories right now on oil. Wow. You know what? You know what? I'm going in though, because you know what? Every one of these factories is going to the Pacific States. So that's making them stronger. Because, yeah, look, they take in Arizona, but they have the oil in California, too. This is better than sending them military aid, in a way. Should build more military factories. Oh, let me do it with all the civilian factories I just sent to California. I know you're just providing it, but... Look, if we can get the Pacific States on our side, like, we're gonna get the, you know, if they're in our, the co-prosperity sphere, that's a permanent buff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not the end-all, be-all of winning in Kaiserreich, but whoever can get the United States into their faction, that's a huge buff for late game. Oh man, I haven't been taking any of these dockyard things. I'm about to miss... I feel like I'm going to miss the opportunity. When does that one thing expire? Expires the 11th of August. No, we're fine. We're fine. I do still want to do this as soon as we can. We can get them a ceasefire with CSA. Oh, we're just going to win it outright. I get annoyed when the ceasefire happens. It has to be rare circumstances for me to ever think the ceasefire is a good idea. I was so pissed. You guys remember? Did anybody catch the stream where when I was Russian, I was helping the CSA win, and it was just gonna be a rout, and then they fucking did the Rocky Mountain ceasefire. It's stupid. I mean, we won anyway, but in the end, it's like, come on. Government. Oh yeah, let's upgrade our trains. We're now gonna have the Imperial Japanese Army Type 94 armored train. How's this looking? Nope. Sit back, relax, relax again. Fire control, naval engineering. Ooh, firefighting drills, chance received, chance of them saved. That's 10%. Try to be careful about not going too deep in on the Navy. Banking and agricultural control is done. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, that'll work. Okay, so we're gonna do this, this. And we shouldn't have any coalition programs. We can finally do a new way because we're only 12 days away from it, so we'll do new way. And so now in like 40-ish days, we'll have a couple of refineries, so that'll ease our trade with the Pacific states we've gone so hard in on. Okay, Marines, run to the sea! Run! Run, Jimmy! Man. The National Protection Alliance just declared war on the Beijing government. So, yep, they've been stabbed in the back. Oh my gosh, those are some pointy things to be stabbed with. China is quickly becoming a shit show. I mean, Beijing has fallen. It's, yeah, Feng Tian. Oh my goodness. I haven't even sent them an attaché. I was gonna do that at a point. What's going on, nationalist government? You don't want it? You don't want it anymore? You bitches. I got all ready and used up all my oil for you. It was all play, huh? I've still got these guys here in Vietnam. They're seasoned now. They've been fighting off Lord knows how many assaults on Saigon. Well, I mean, we check, actually. How many comments have there been? It doesn't say a number. Win ratio 100%. Oh man, the when you're a member of the yeah, let's name these name these real quick. The first there's some Vietnamese and German rifles in there now. The first Vietnam Marines, or the Saigon Marines. Yeah, so to be a member of the first Saigon Marines, you need to have never lost your virginity because you never lose. Sorry, I stumbled there. That's not my joke. That's a joke from Giga, but I couldn't remember for a second how it went. Yeah, he doesn't lose his virginity because he doesn't lose. It's great. They're a little short on support equipment. They have none of the anti-air guns either. Oop. Actually, no, I'm reading that wrong. Oops, did I click the wrong one? No, yeah. They've been in combat 27 times and have only lost 103 men. So that means on average, and I know it's been more than a year, but like just in the last year, that means, let's see, 123 divided by 27 is 4.5. So even if you round that up, that's losing on average 5 men per combat. And in comparison, oh my goodness, look at this. 706, 325, 842, 483. This is adding up. Are we draining the manpower of East Asia? Then again, there's a lot of people in East Asia. Okay, but even now they've got about 100,000. I mean, geez, if they're going to be spending over 1,000 every 2 combats, 200 combat, they're not going to do like 200 combats. But it's like, point is, we're doing numbers. These guys have killed 10. Yeah, just in the last year. Let's see, 700, 300, 800, couple 112, 600. They probably, look at this, 1.3. They lost 53 men, killing 1.36k men. Against Rommel. I'm pretty sure that's Rommel. Or at least that's the portrait of Rommel from Girls und Panzer. These are insane. Look at this. 718 killed, didn't lose a single man. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Let's make them a higher priority on equipment. Oh yeah, my Feng Tian volunteers haven't been doing shit. Whoops. Just hanging around. We're just gonna set them to attack, whatever. Amazing stuff. The Indonesian National Revolution. Hopefully I didn't spam. Didn't spam what, Jacob? Hanging around. The Cape Creon, okay, yeah, no, this is the thing where you accidentally sink a Russian boat. Yeah, and, you know what, I'll let you guys vote on this. Have I read any good books lately? Yes, I actually was reading something really interesting. I can go grab it in the other room. Give me a sec. In fact, I'll go grab it while you guys do this poll. But Russian boat incident, question mark, apologize, hold on. Explain and apologize. Or you can just say it's their fault. They can't naval invade us, so that's funny. No, you guys just vote on it. Just vote on it, and I'll go grab something interesting I've been checking out. Okay, I'm back. So, oh, and I have been still reading The Idiot by Dostoevsky, but kind of slowly. I'm reading it very episodically. I don't do more than 2 chapters in a day, because I mean, that's what it is. It's basically a sitcom when you get right down to it. But what I've been reading, I watched Hamlet again recently, which is more like, what am I not? It's like, regularly, as you do once a year or a season or whatever. And I decided to pop open Hamlet Poem Unlimited by Harold Bloom. So Harold Bloom, he was a big literary critic. I believe he's passed away. He's famous for, he had a book called Shakespeare and the Invention of the Human, and he also had one called The Western Canon. A really knowledgeable guy, certainly knows how to interpret something. He'll have strong opinions, ones that I'd almost say, I dare say often agree with. Like, I mean, for example, so like one of the things in this poem Unlimited, it's just him, it's a series of chapters of like these really short musings he had on Hamlet. I mean, not short, there'll be a few pages each. Like, okay, let me go to a random one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Really 8.5. And it's a small book, by the way. It's not a normal size book. So like the one I have is barely bigger than the palm of my hand. So it's a small book, which like everybody's got different hand shapes. Okay, here's a better way to describe it. I'm putting my cell phone on top of it, and I'd say it's maybe 25% bigger than my cell phone. Yeah, so I can't put it in my pants pocket. I can put it in a hoodie pocket. But like he lays the blame on Ophelia's death squarely at Hamlet's feet, and I think there is truth to that. But I'm one of those people who I feel like Ophelia is more the victim of a lot of systemic things. I mean, she's just this incredible character, and I think it's really telling that we kind of culturally and critically think of Ophelia and Hamlet as being on similar levels. I mean, people will argue if one's greater than the other, but Ophelia certainly has less screen time and still manages to do that. But like, yeah, the Queen's sometimes when, and by the way, I'm just vamping while you guys vote. I guess I'll vamp for like another minute. there's sometimes when I watch Hamlet and I kind of think like, is the queen here to do shit? You know, Queen Gertrude, like she's just like an object, which is like you could argue that's commentary, but it's like it always then becomes worth it because she's the one who does the explanation of the death of Ophelia. But anyway, I guess I should read a little bit from it. Yeah, I'll read a little section here. There was a little area I had like, I'm trying to look for where I put some stars next to a paragraph because I was like, ooh, that's kind of fire. Here we go. So for those of you who don't know, spoilers for a play that is centuries old, but Ophelia commits suicide, and so it's like that's part one of the tragedies of the play, and it's like what is it that led this? Now there's some people who were like, oh, Ophelia actually didn't drown, like the queen smothered her, or not smothered her, like drowned. The queen drowned her because there was no witnesses, and she did it to like put Ophelia out of her misery. I mean that's cool, but I think it takes away a lot if Ophelia doesn't, because I think it's her garlands that are really that set off that it is a suicide. Anyway, so it says here. The pathos here yields to an extraordinary aesthetic effect unique to Ophelia. The contrast between muddy death and the vision of the mad girl singing songs of praise as she floats has a sublime resonance, akin to Hamlet's realization that he is at once nothing and everything in himself, infinite in faculties and this quintessence of dust. The loving Ophelia, a ministering angel, dies chanting as an image less of victimization than of the power of Shakespeare's language to evoke a unique beauty. That beauty is engendered by Hamlet's cruelty, indeed by his failure to love. Despite his passion in the graveyard, we have every reason to doubt his capacity to love anyone, even Ophelia. He does not want or need love. That is his lonely freedom, and it provides the audience's unreasoning affection for him. Shakespeare wisdom avoided the only fate for Ophelia that would have been more plangent than her death in water: marriage to Hamlet the Dane. And I mean, Hamlet evolves over the course of the play, of course, but yeah, I thought that was good. I mean, because I was, from the first time I ever read Hamlet in high school, what first stood out to me was like, okay, it's a revenge plot, right? Well, in the poll, it's their fault. Okay, their fault in the story, simple as they're displeased. Have we maxed out the dislike bar? No, it's at 80. Okay, but the first thing I ever noticed was like, okay, so there's Hamlet, and he had a dad, and now his uncle is a king and married the mom, and it's like, okay, it's like, you know, it's like a cuck thing, it's a Lion King thing, right? It's like, wow, Shakespeare did a play based on the Lion King, nice. You know, get the man who killed my father, simple story, right? But then, you know, it goes on and on and on and on, and he's like faking a play, and there's all this shit, and then in the meantime, the family of Polonius, Ophelia, and Laertes, they all are dead by the end of the play. He kills an entire family. Hamlet is responsible for that directly over the course of the play, because first he kills Polonius, so it's a play that's about avenging the murder of a father, and in the course of Hamlet's revenge, he murders somebody's father, two people's father, and then he drives Ophelia to suicide. And then at the funeral, this was one of those moments where it was like, by proxy, for a very long time, Laertes was my favorite character, and honestly, sometimes he still is. Welcome to the Hamlet lecture. Conquering History Games, the only place where you can get a Hamlet critical analysis while looking at a fucking map painting that's not being painted. Here, we'll say it's a holiday. It's the Hamlet holiday. We'll go to 4th. There we go. Boom. St. Valentine's Day. Oh, the war began! Yeah, so it's like the emperor's in the middle of a lecture on Hamlet, and then they're like, "Sir, the oil refineries are ready, and also China's broken out into civil war." Love this. This was one of my favorite wallpapers they ever did, by the way. So he murders Polonius, he drowns Ophelia indirectly, and then he makes a mockery of the entire funeral where Laertes is like in full mourning mode, and Hamlet's like 40,000 brothers couldn't equal my sadness or some shit like that. Just insane shit. And then he kills Laertes in the end. He just killed an entire family, a different, separate family, and then finally gets around to getting his uncle. All right, Second Northern Expedition. We're going to read this because it's very important. China's civil war has reached a turning point as the Nanjing nationalist government has officially declared war on the internationally recognized Beijing government. The last expedition occurred a decade ago with the aim to unify the country. However, this was not to be, with the KMT gravely underestimating the German commitment to the region. With war now declared, the stage is set for a repeat of the previous expedition led by Chiang Kai-shek. With Germany preoccupied in Europe, a second German intervention seems unlikely to occur. What this means for China is unknown. History repeats itself. Impressive KD, Hamlet. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Hamlet, big gamer energy. He'd be all over Call of Duty. I mean, Hamlet's the kind of dude you need him shooting people on video games, so he's not shooting people at school. All right. At the University of Wittgenstein. What do we want to do here? What do we want to do? We need to finish upgrading this. That probably was a bad play, really. Okay, where's my Pacific Volunteers? I think we need to just go ahead and redraw some lines here. My goodness, the Syndicalists are in Biloxi, the Federalists are in Houston, and still the American Union state endures. Yeah. See here. It's also debatable if Hamlet drove his own mother to suicide. Queen Gertrude. Kind of depends on how you want to interpret it, I suppose. There's a lot of Hamlet, though. You prefer reading over watching Shakespeare? That's, you know what? It's hard to find a good adaptation of Shakespeare. I really am a true believer in that. I mean, when you're watching it on the play, like a play, obviously that's the best experience. But I mean, there's something to be said about just reading it so you can focus on the words more. You can go. I mean, like when you're watching a movie, like the 2004 Merchant of Venice, for example, which is like always migrating on streaming services. The one with Al Pacino in it, and the Fiennes kid, Ralph Fiennes' kid, Joseph Fiennes, or brother, or whatever he is. No, I think it's the son. That one, like, I like that. But it's nice to sit and read the words. And also, what starts to happen over the years when you go back and go through it, because it's like, you don't watch Macbeth again. You might have a favorite Macbeth, but it's like nice to see different interpretations. But the thing is, it's really rare that there is a uncut version of a Shakespeare play made, be that in live theater or in a movie. And not to mention that there is like different versions. So there's like, oh, this is the folio edition text that we're using. Just little things like that. So there'll be small differences. But when you read the plays, like when you have to put aside the time, you sit down and read it, you'll catch scenes even in plays that you're familiar with that you don't remember or have seen because they've never been adapted. So a great example of this. Let's do this conference in Beijing real quick, and then we won't be staring at this while I'm lecturing on Shakespeare. We have received word that our friends in Shenyang are arranging a conference to unite China under Feng Tian. It's the best opportunity. We want to decide our role. We naturally cannot be represented by regular delegates. We can demand observer status. I don't know what all this does. And actually, I'll tell you right now, we're gonna like load some save file because I just want to see what happens here. I don't know this event tree. Even if I know it, then I can help people. So let's go to 5 speed just to see what happens next. Conference at 8. So I have hours left to talk about Shakespeare. Okay, but like a great example of that is in Antony and Cleopatra, which is the obviously sequel to Julius Caesar. Let me look it up. Antony. There's a part in Act 3. Okay, Antony and Cleopatra PDF. Digital text. Great. Can I like click their hyperlink here? No. Okay. Here we go. So there's a super short scene, Act 3, Scene 2, which is when Agrippa and Enobarbus, who are they're the right-hand men of the future Augustus Caesar and Mark Antony, respectively. And it is after Antony and Octavian, we'll call him Caesar. At the time, they've become brother-in-laws. No, because it's going to create confusion. Because he's called Caesar in the play because that is historically accurate. So I'm going to call him Augustus, even though he wasn't emperor yet, just for the sake of clarity. So it's Antony and excuse me, Mark Antony, and it's like bouncing in my head. I'm like confusing myself. Antony and Augustus, it's their right-hand men meeting, and this is after their respective masters, in quotation marks, have become brother-in-laws. And so it's a scene which I've never seen adapted, where they start going back and forth, essentially saying, oh my gosh, Caesar loves Antony. Oh, but Antony loves Caesar even more. And I think my interpretation of it is that it's clearly supposed to be a comedy scene. But there's a fun moment here. There is a line in here that gets referenced in a great movie. In fact, I'm just going to read it now. Deal with it. Wait, you want me to hurry up? You want me to leave forever? This is the last campaign. Okay, so here's the scene. I'm not going to do the whole scene. And I'm not even gonna say who's who, because the whole point is that like they're just both going on and on. But one of them goes, "Oh, a very fine one. A very fine one. Oh, how he loves Caesar. Nay, but how dearly he adores Mark Antony. Caesar? Why, he's the Jupiter of men. What, Antony? The god of Jupiter. Spake you of Caesar? How nonpareil. Oh, Antony." O thou Arabian bird! Would you praise Caesar? Say Caesar? Go no further. Indeed, he plied them both with excellent praises. Ah, but he loves Caesar best, yet he loves Antony. Woos, hearts, tongues, figures, scribes, bards, poets cannot think, speak, cast, write, sing, number his love to Antony. But as for Caesar, kneel down, and wonder. So you see, they're going. Obviously, it's so over the top. But what's funny about the scene to me as well is, if you watch the newer Planet of the Apes movies that they've done, one where Andy Serkis is playing Caesar, John Lithgow's character in the first one, because his character has like Alzheimer's essentially, and he's playing with baby Caesar before he's been named, and the nurse and James Franco's character are having a conversation in the foreground, and they're saying, he's doing better today. He played a little piano. He's also been quoting Shakespeare. And in the background, John Lithgow's character is holding up the baby chimp and going, kneel down. No, as for Caesar, kneel down and wonder. So that is a deep cut little line for, I mean, how deep could Shakespeare is, but, you know, it's so I don't even know how we got there. All roads lead to Shakespeare. Shakespeare, Homer, and Dante, right? The big three, and then whatever's your personal favorite is the four on the Mount Rushmore. Okay, so handshakes are good. Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate that. The spirit of Division Command is the spirit of Japan. Herd tactics, selection clause, static. Ooh, max entrenchment do another 10. No such thing as too much trench work. There's only insufficient and barely adequate. Let's see. Yeah, I think that is what we want. Oh, recon is so good though. No, static warfare, just trench. You into Ibsen? You know, I think I've literally maybe only watched one Ibsen play, and I don't remember. I think I only know of Ibsen like tangentially academically, like the and of course for the joke from what do you call it? BoJack Horseman. It's like, how was the play? It wasn't Ibsen. Let's see, A Doll's House. That might have been the one. Life of a Married Woman, seeking self-fulfillment in a male-dominated world. If I did, like, let me do it this way. I think if I've seen Ibsen, it would have been like a decade ago, maybe not a decade, but like some time ago at some small theater where it wasn't a very good production. There's like practically a black box. So I don't know if I like him or not. His big thing's like Peter Gynt, right? Let me look that up. I don't even know what that's about. Peter Gynt. Best titles: Journey of a Child Character from Norwegian Mountains to North Africa and Back. Origins are romantic but anticipates fragments of modernism. Blends poetry with social satire and realistic scenes with surreal ones. So yeah, like if I wanted to watch that, is that just on YouTube somewhere? I'm checking. Hips don't lie. Okay, I'm finding like a music thing. I want the play though. There's a trailer. Oh, Edvard Gray did the music for it. But where's the actual play? I'm trying to see if it's on YouTube somewhere. There's like a 2-hour one here. It's got subtitles or something. Oh, I guess it's a ballet? Looks like a dance or something. So it's essentially a ballet then. Oh, geez, that was probably copyright music. Ooh, there's like witches or something. I'll have to check this out. Well, if it's a ballet then you shouldn't have to need dialogue for it. Man, maybe I'll watch that tonight or something. We're getting to the Norwegian National Epic. I thought the Norwegian National Epic was the sweet deal they got with the EU. Let's see here. Anyway, but I couldn't say any other Norway one. What's that one biography that like it's just like My Struggle. It's called My Struggle, like the book, but it's in Norwegian. Where it's just a guy talking about like the mundacity of life, but it's like, oh, he writes it really good though. It's like Proustian or whatever. I've read a little bit of his stuff because there's like 6 books, and they're also supposed to all be like really thick. So it's one of those things, you know, like that's athletics for bookworms. Is stuff like, yeah, I read all of Proust in one summer, you know, and I've done it. It is a mark of pride, and pride, as we know, is a sin. Whoa. Okay, there it is. The American Union State is now officially gone. Jeez, just right there. American Union State capitulated, fall Baton Rouge. There we go. Okay. Okay. A quick double back here, and then continuing east once more. So the USA is definitely going to get squished here. It's just a matter of time. We'll see if the Rocky Mountain ceasefire happens. This is an occasion I think I'm kind of cool with it either way. Yeah, not overly concerned about it. As long as it certainly survives. What? Oop, there goes the Central Asian countries. Great. All right. Oh, dang it. Yeah, we can't get in there because too much ass kicking is going on. Too much of a beatdown. Everybody wants a taste of Beijing. Naval gun fired. No one will be able to match our firepower. Proposes gun. One of the Earth itself shook as one of the largest guns ever built was fired. This came after months of planning for the next ultimate battleship. Was dubbed by some more than enthusiastic designers, with some designs proposing guns up to 18 inches, which would be able to dominate the seas. Dismissed as a pet project and waste of valuable resources and time by the air power advocates, the gun is likely not to see service until it is mounted on its respective ship. No one will be able to match our firepower. But oh yeah, that one dude, I need to look up. I'm gonna just look up like Norwegian My Struggle autobiography. But like apparently he talks about his family a lot. And here we go, Nausgaard, that's the dude's name. 6 autobiographical novels written and published between 2009 and 2011. So it's just like his private thoughts, and some of it is stuff like, yeah, I remember I once took my kid to the coffee shop and there was a really hot waitress there, but like I felt emasculated because I had to take care of a baby, you know, so I was like emasculated in front of a woman because that. It's just like, what is this shit? And there was, I'm trying to remember, like, yeah, it's just shit like that. And the whole thing is like, it's such an honest novel. Like, okay, great. It didn't really, I didn't get super into it. And apparently, like, he had family members get pissed about things he said about them in some of the early ones. Like, it messed up his relationships with them. And then he wrote about it more in subsequent books. Min Camp, yeah. A new way. Great. So we should now have a couple of refineries. Boom. We're getting 96 from the refineries. Honestly, it ain't much. It's definitely not enough. Now we'll come over here. As in Mein Kampf. Yeah. And I heard that there's like it's like an academic work within it where he just gets into the history of Hitler for a little bit, for a little bit, meaning hundreds and hundreds of pages. But yeah, it just didn't grip me. Proust too. I've read a little Proust at the library. That's why I love libraries. You can kind of like rent a book you're thinking about getting, or like a series. Proust didn't really grab me either. It's just there's an aesthetic to reading Proust I'm not into. It's not that it's like hard to read. I mean, you'll see a lot of people online talk about, oh, Proust puts you in a dream state. You know, there's like a gentle surrealness to it. You're like gently like daydreaming in a bed or something. And is there a plot in here? It's not that just oh, there you go, federal collapse. Jeez, I'm getting completely off topic. We're just literature today. We're supposed to be, you know, taking China. This has got to be such a mess. The Serbian Gambit. Or, excuse me, Siberian. Gosh. Time 557. We've done that. We're going to invest here. Basically, this is us getting involved out here. Let's fund Semyonov and see what he could do. We will get control of the Siberian resources possessed by Semyonov's state should he succeed. This state may also become our ally. Get increased volunteer limit, so we send an additional 3 volunteers there. And we'll get intel over the Russian Socialist Federated Republic, just a bunch of little things. And we can take over North Sakhalin. Yeah, I don't think the Semyonov that we were fighting, well, he's not there now. I don't know why I just did that. Peasant, worker, intelligentsia. I don't think they were getting any help from Japan, so maybe we can help with that. Would that be something if we can push hard from the east? Like, we're not going to be able to beat Russia that way, but, like, I guess the idea would just be that we can distract everything that drains manpower and resources from the west, right? Oh, they did the thing where Hungary is on its own still. It's a nice looking lady. There we go. What is this face? Huh? It's like she looks just as surprised. Like, wait, Jabal Shamar won? That never happens. Not never, but it's unlikely. This is great. She looks fun. I want this. Boom, there's your Chani cast right there. Instead of Zendaya. I think we're gonna save up for that artillery guy now. No, we need it. No, we just need a little bit more so we can do partial mobilization. My games, Jabal Shamar always wins. Yeah. There goes Beijing. Peace deal happened with the Hunan. Okay, and then Feng Tian's just gonna keep moving on down, right? Or what's happening? Genuinely not sure. Hungary is lonely. There it is! Partial. Wait, no, we need tech. There we go. Okay, economy is doing better. I think next we're gonna get the start clicking these arsenals here. Get the dockyards up and running. And then after that, I mean, there's just so much to be done. More controlled states than 10, more than... So we got to take 20% of Russia so we could get this little bit of Sakhalin. But it's like there's oil. Beijing Reunification Conference. When Zheng Xiaolong's Reunification Congress began in Beijing several weeks ago, few expected it to succeed. China has long been fraught by internal conflict, and observers in Shanghai expected this latest unification effort to fall victim to the usual Oriental squabbles. I don't know if you needed the Oriental descriptor. I mean, it's true, but it's like... I don't know, it'd be a little bit weird if it's like... Never mind, we're not going to get into it. However, it seems that Zhang possesses the subtle instinct and political finesse of only the highest class of Mandarin, and he has now brought a great part of China together by diplomacy. Still, the country is not yet truly united, and Zhang's position of military superiority suggests that, as always, China needs the strong hand of effective authority to make and keep it whole. So what does that actually mean? Like, what does that do, though? Oh, these people, like, joined? Oh, here we go. Associated governance. So they picked up Zhangji, except the color doesn't change. So... basically, some of the warlords joined up with Feng Tian. So it's really just a matter of time now, I think. It's a little weird. I mean, I am a little confused about all this, honestly. I haven't played China in a couple years. Revere Imperial Power, can't do that. Let us mobilize the nation. Yeah. Taking these, like I said. About the Emperor. I need to... Can I just tell everybody to go home? How do we do that? Wait, no. I gotta click. Distribute, repair. What's the... Current engagement? No. How do I just get them to go home? I forget. Engagement units. I don't remember how to just clear orders so they leave. Or they just stop doing whatever they're doing. Yeah. Oh, I'm just gonna have to do it manually. Okay, well... We need the oil. Yeah, all we're doing was just sending a ton of civilian factories to the Pacific States, which again is kind of good, but a little bit frustrating at the same time. It's in the volunteers. Oh, Feng Tian and whatnot. Well, I don't think they need help against Hunan, but I guess I want to see what happens next after that war. Oh shoot, we lost Division of Marines somewhere. I don't know where. The Denver ones. Oops. So there goes Hunan, and now what happens is what I want to know. May 1st. Nanjing declared on Guangzhou. Okay. Well, what is Feng Tian doing? Social Democrats versus Radical Socialists. I mean, Feng Tian is who we're in on, so... These two are at war. Yeah, they're still just breaking apart. Okay, the Republic capitulated. That's just happening really fast lately. Man, we might have a strong Third International here. Entente, you better join the war. They will, of course. Let us now revere imperial power, and we can finally do the national spirit. So this will help with recruitable population, war penalty stability modifier. So that's once the war begins, right? Okay. Really nervous about this whole situation. Come on, Feng Tian, get in there against somebody. Who are you fighting? The right Kuomintang. What? Oh, they're also at war with the nationalists. So basically they're jockeying for position. They're both eating up their smaller independent neighbors before they go at each other. Kind of want to send... No, I can't. Hostile. Yeah. Strategic reasons to be hostile. Fine. How are these guys still freaking training? Oh yeah, how's this going? Up to 60 divisions. What is this? Military High Command. Oh, right. Yeah, this is the one we want. Actually, maybe I'm going to just save up for him right now. And there it is. Nanjing and Feng Tian are at war. That's what I was looking for. Good. Also, we can enable the national spirit. The world of the past and indeed of today is one of competition. A great total war is upon us, and all the nations shall seek to crown themselves victor. Only nations that have a strong fighting spirit, the will to prosper in the most difficult of time, the right to exist. As a fit to survive nation ourselves, we will engage in war to the end. A fanatical Darwinian struggle to see Japan at the top of the mountain. Which will give us extra political power. And our previous national spirits will be merged into one. And we'll get something called the Great Struggle as a decision. Brazil won the World Cup! Wow! I think this might be the first time I've ever seen Uruguay not win. And it's at Bowenreich, so we got a different picture. I don't know who these girls are. The crowd goes wild in Brazil as the host nations upset the world of football. Uruguay's reign lasted since... Look, they didn't even properly check the grammar on this. This event never pops up. Lasted since before the first World Cup, and it seems to be continuing as they were up 1-0 at halftime in the final against the hosts. However, Brazil's pressure resulted in 2 goals in the first half, and Batateas, the goalkeeper from local club Fluminense SC, held his ground against the Uruguayan counteroffensive. History was made, and now 2 nations can claim the title of world champion. We congratulate the winners. Wow, Brazilians win. Genuinely think I've never seen it happen. that was one of those things that people would say, no, it's possible for somebody besides Zodogray to win. It's like, but it never happens. Are we sure? Are we sure that's an event anywhere in the file? And yeah, you can check the coding, but that's not part of the fun. Part of the fun is trying to see it happen, and we just did. Last way out. I feel like that's a nice sign. It could also mean something's gonna go wrong, something we haven't been able to prepare for. Oh, I could do the... Maybe after this I'll get that... Yeah. Get the Arasaka upgrade here. Just after we do this. So we'll take one quick detour, and then right back to land reform, finally. The Indo-Chinese Saigon Marines, look at these. They are completely maxed out, level 5 veterans. Are they the only reason that, like, Indochina's still around? My goodness. Look at these guys. Still 100%. We've lost 229. They had a fight where they killed almost 2,000 men and didn't lose anybody. Didn't lose even equipment. This is a good sign for when we're in China. I'm pretty sure the Chinese divisions are going to be worse than German ones. So wherever we put the Marines, magic's going to happen. I feel like I need a better commander here. Or just somebody to be getting leveled up. Because yeah, if we look here, level 4, and they're doing great. Guerrilla fighter, entrench even faster. Faster! What a badass. How do they not have, like, I guess infantry leaders not really... Well, they are kind of getting there. The Yasukuni Shrine is waiting, men! No Japanese losses, right? It's like, it was the most dishonorable... It's like, the Marines that were in this division, the, what, 11,000... How many men are in this? Like, 11,000? Yeah, there's 11,100 Marines here. They're gonna just tell stories about it was the most dishonorable of military assignments in the history of Japan. Not a single one of us died. We killed tens of thousands. They're like ashamed of it. Fall of Rome. Oh, special military police are in hand to prevent the looting. All right. Hey, they're doing pretty good. There goes the Papal States. Good. Come on, man. Who's doing this? Mussolini with the hat. I'd like to see who's around. Isn't this another Fate character? This one? Oops, hold on a sec. So a lot of these are done training. There's apparently some issues. We just want to get that cleared up. There we go. Okay, let's get you down here, I think. Yeah. Alright, National Spirit's done. What happens when I do the first unlock decision? You know what, let's unlock the decisions as well. There's this, and then the research slot. Geez. Okay, yeah, we don't need this anytime soon. We're fine. Although, actually, dang, yeah, I mean, the faster you get done, the better. Yeah, kind of almost too late on it. You know what? We'll just suck it up. 35 days. Let's go. Get that. Get this. Get the new infantry equipment happening ASAP. And we've got all that done now, too. Good. Just no political power now. I'm starting to think, well, I mean, I don't even know. If we end up losing, we might need to try out the sort of democratic way. Especially if it turns out that we can't... Oh, no, we're screwed. If it's going to turn out that we can't win in the Pacific States or get them on our side, they're about to lose right now anyway, I suppose. Send another one somewhere. Canada help us. Yeah, Canada! What the hell? Because they got their ass whooped in India, so now they don't want none. Oh no, they took Delhi back. They're on the comeback. In any case, we sure seem screwed. Okay. So I think we can send volunteers to every single individual country, but I don't think they're gonna let us. Oh, they will. Now they're like, yeah. Fuck it. 2 tears in a bucket. Ceasefire's looking nice now. Yeah, Jacob. 2 hours. I think that also might be time to call. Let me go get some water. Yeah, 2 hours I'm gonna call it because I'm gonna make some food here and then I'm not working today, so I'm gonna like spend I made a big list of all the little things I wanted to get done around the house that I just usually go, oh, I don't have time to do that right now. But I mean just a lot of stuff. Like one of the things is I need to move a mirror, but like, it just means I'm gonna have to drill into the wall a little bit and stuff. So I'm gonna get doing that. I should stream tomorrow. I know of no reason why I shouldn't. I just don't know what time. It's going to depend on a work meeting, what time that's at. So, yeah, I mean, I'll see you tomorrow at some point. Thank you very much for joining me. And next time we will defeat the Nanjing nationalist government, and that'll basically secure China for us. Of course, the question is then going to become, like, is the Feng Tian going to play ball or not? Are we going to have to defeat them? Yeah, I guess we'll see when we get there. So, have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.